Hi everybody, it's Miranda and I'm back to do another plan with me in my 2026 Sterling Ink A5. So I just received a brand new kit from a D-Stash from somebody on Facebook. And I had actually never heard of this company before, but the minute I saw the kit, I was like, must have, must have. So I'm going to show you the kit. Let me pull some things over to the side here. So let me know if you've heard of this company. It's called Create with Pen. And so it's a self-care kit. It came with some vinyls. And first one here says tea pastry. And then there's one with a little cup of coffee and two little chocolate chip cookies saying take a break. And then daydream a little, read a book, and stretch often. So I looked up the company after I received the kit because it is just gorgeous. I am a complete and total sucker for gold foiling, but the delicacy of this kit is just off the chart. They're a Canadian company, and I guess they closed their shop for the holidays, but they're going to be reopening on January 5th, tomorrow. So Monday morning, I may have to cancel work and just shop the shop. So I'm definitely going to be finding out more about them and learning more about this company. I'm so excited. So I definitely wanted to use this kit for this coming week. I really like the colors, so I'll show you. It came with quite a few pages in this D-Stash. So it came with 8 half boxes, and you can see the gold foiling. You've got the, daydream a little up here, and buy fresh flowers, read a book. And then this one has stretch often, take a pic, take a break, and then like a journaling little rabbit. This one is sort of your date cover, some little like lists and some labels down here. This is, of course, washi, and then these ones I checked. I think these are all the way across. There's another sheet where they're half. I'll show you in just a moment. So these are little strips of washi. Obviously, you can use them in your daily pages. I'm going to use them this week in the weekly spread. Here is some topography, canceled, this week, payday, some really cute, stars. It's the gold foiling and the colors. I really like orange, the greens, this kind of salmon-y color. They just work so well together. So you've got some kind of quarter boxes here. It came with two 2 weeks of date covers, so I'm definitely going to spread this kit out over multiple weeks. And then it came with a whole sheet of to-dos, todays, and 4 habit trackers here at the bottom, all with that gorgeous gold foiling. And then this is, it feels like this page, it's still self-care, but it feels like maybe because of the reds a little bit, it still goes similar. But so eat healthy, nail day, beauty, sleep, take a bath, all self-care things. This one feels more like it goes with the kit. And this was a little piece of stars like these right here, and I had to use it in a spread already. I think on January 2nd, I used this one. And then this one are little strips of washi, just, pops of gold, pops of those colors. And then here are some hexagons and some circles and some little flags. So I'm so excited to use it. I don't know if you could tell in my voice. I'm really happy to be using this kit. And then I did pull out just some gold date dots, and I pulled out this one little sheet I have of women. I really liked this one, the woman sitting kind of on the stool. Kind of, it looks like she's ready for work. She's reading a book or maybe looking in her journal. But since I'm going back to, I worked the whole vacation, but it's the start of the new year, and Monday I go back to work, so I pulled that one out to possibly use. And then I pulled these 2 sticker sheets out because, again, I was just looking for maybe something to add with sort of the pink and the greens. And then I liked this little foliage right here. So that's what I pulled out. And then if I want some more washi, because the kit has all those little stars in it, I do have these, I bought these a long time ago. I don't even remember from what company. So they're really teeny tiny stars. Hopefully they're showing up on camera. Just a whole, let me see if I can make it show up any better, sorry. And then this are 3 different sizes, all of little stars. They're very delicate, but they come up really easy. So you got a thin one, a medium, and this one has like stars that dangle down, or little, you know, droplets that kind of dangle down. So I might use it, we'll see. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and I really appreciate you joining in on the fun. Grab your planner, grab a beverage. Maybe you're doing chores around your house. I don't know, whatever you're doing, join in on the fun. So I'm gonna turn to the spread for this week. These are the extra sheets I was using from last week, and I will put those to the side. And then I do need to stick a little book under my journal. Yeah, it should be okay. All right, so many fun things to choose from. And what I tend to do, to make sure I can see all the stuff I have to pick from, I kind of try to spread some of it out. So I'll put these out, and I'll probably start where I usually do, which is with I'm looking for the date covers. Here we go. So I got the date covers here and the label. So I'll start there. All right, so let me do that. So hope you've all been doing really well. It is raining cats and dogs out here in the Bay Area today, which is fine by me, because I'm like, it is going to be a cozy stay-at-home kind of day. So here we are, and I woke up pretty late today. This is not going to work for tomorrow when I've got to go back to work. First Monday. Okay, so can already see I need to probably trim this. Yeah, I need to trim these just a little bit. Okay, so if you're new to the stationery world or journaling world, it's really easy. I could trim from either end. I think what I'm going to do is trim from this edge first. So that's why I put the sticker, the Monday sticker, back on there, and I'm just going to trim right here. Should be enough. If I need to trim more, I will. Just cut that little piece. And let me see now if it's any better, or if I need to trim a little bit more. It's still a little large. Okay, so just try that one more time. So I'm still going to trim from the same side. I could take it from the other side, but I'm going to trim from the same side. So I always believe you should make your stickers work for you, you know. So don't ever be afraid to like trim a sticker, cut a sticker, you know, do what you need to do to make it work in your journal and your spread with the vision that you have. Okay. So there we go. Now they fit a little better in the A5 weekly section here. They're still going to overlap a little bit. Well, I could try this. Trim that part, because what's nice about these ones from Create with Pen is obviously there is some space around the label, around the, you know, the day cover. So like here, I'm not, you know, I'm not losing anything really from the sticker. You still see the white box, you still see the Wednesday on this one, right? So yeah, but I like the font of them. They're really pretty. So, and I'm so pleased, you know, when I can find a new sticker shop. Obviously, I have my favorites, and I have ones that I really, really like. But I've been in the journaling world now, like this kind of journaling, for like 5 years or so. So when I do find a new sticker company, I'm like, oh my gosh, where have you been? You know, and are you brand new, or have I just been out of the loop somehow? And how come nobody told me? So So when I found Create with Pen, I'm like, oh my goodness. I think I had seen maybe in the past, like some of their washi, and I liked it, but it was like, I know washi is just, it's so hard to use up a roll of washi. So I'm trying to be a little bit more thoughtful when I purchase washi, because it is like, I really want to like it. I really want to be like, okay, this is going to take me a lifetime to use. Do I really, really, really like this washi? But these kits, oh, I really hope they're still in the shop when they open up tomorrow, or still coming, or, you know, because they're so pretty and they're so delicate, and I really, they're my vibe. So, okay, so I'm going to grab these little extra bits that got stuck to my finger here. Okay, put those on the side. Those will go in the trash bin in a moment. Okay, so tomorrow on Monday, I am filming this on Sunday, so this starts the 5th. Tomorrow's the 5th, so let me grab these should go down much easier. So is everyone ready to kind of get back into work mode or school mode starting tomorrow, assuming, you know, you all go back tomorrow? I know some colleges and start later, depending, you know, where you are in life. But yeah, I hope everything goes well for you, and that it's, you know, a nice, smooth transition next week back into the first full week of the new year. And, you know, you have time to kind of ease into it, and I really hope it goes well for people. So hopefully January brings us all really good things. New month, new year, you know, the whole thing. So, all right, so we got the 11 down. Cool. And now to see what cuteness we're going to add. I'm going to save these ones, if you're wondering, because I do have them. I'm going to save these to use in a monthly spread, because the colors are just exquisite. So I'm going to save those for a monthly spread. Okay, so I have this washi. I have 2 little pieces here. I'll pull it out. I have this whole page. Okay, so, and then I could obviously use the stars that I pulled out, because I think they would just tie in really well. I actually think I'm going to use the stars I have, because these are so cute. I want to use them as highlights during the week. So let me do that. So let me decide which stars. I only on Friday, I have an early start. I'm thinking, actually, I'm going to use, and I might almost be out of this. Well, you know, I'm noticing I use the top one a lot, which I'll get to show you then what it looks like. I'm going to use the top one. So here's how it looks. Hopefully you can see it. So it is stars, but then every once in a while they'll dangle down. And it's just super cute. Stars, and yeah, so I'm going to use that. And then it's going to just dangle, dangle down a little bit. Make sure I've got it lined up at the start of Monday. Yeah, that's really good. Okay. Grab a washi cutter. I'm just going to cut right here. At the beginning of the year, I try to be a little bit more thoughtful about not putting washi too much in the binding of my journal. I don't know. And then we get to probably like February, March at the latest, and I'm like, nah, it's already going to be chunky. And then I just start doing it. So, I don't think that part of it, I don't think really changes much of the bulk. And the binding on the sterling inks is really, really good. So my journal last year chunked up quite enormously. I'm sure you've seen. Please go back if you want and look at other videos, especially like in December. And it was super, super chunky. But it didn't break the spine or the binding or anything. So that was all good. Okay, so I do want to sort of look at, I don't use my calendar, so I want to see what I want to use. And I also have those. I don't mind if I wanted to use one of the vinyls. Daydream a little, read a book, probably not tea pastry, stretch often, or one of the half boxes here. So, let's see, not take a break. I think I'll use one of the half boxes. And I'm thinking either the Little Rabbit journaling, or this one's cute too. Yeah, I'm thinking one of these two. So the green or the orange, they're both really cute. This one makes me feel like, you know, starting a fresh week, you know, I like that the little, I'm going to call this a bear. I like that the little bear is winking at me, you know, but then this is very serene with the little rabbit. I think I'm doing the rabbit. Okay, we're doing it. So, all right. There we go. Cute, 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 cute. All right. And then I did pull out my work journal because I need to see what I've got going on for next week. I have work on Monday in the afternoon, starting at like 3:30-ish. So, oh, and actually I will add, I will add from here, I'm going to add the this week sticker. And I might put, just to break up the colors a little bit, I'm going to grab this washi strip with some gold stars on the green background and put it here. Actually, I'm going to leave a little white space. And then I'm going to pop the this week right under it, sort of as a little border. And then I do want to use, I was thinking of using, where's that sheet? The one here with the lists. Just so cute. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys, you know, have had this experience where, you know, you find a new shop and then you're just all in. Actually, I'm going to do one. I don't know if I'm going to need two. So I'm going to do one. If I need the extra, obviously I do have it. And then I wanted to do, okay, so now I can look at Monday. So I start in the afternoon. I am looking at all the choices. Let's see. I like, and I really like grid patterns. I'm thinking I might pull one of these grid patterns to use. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, so I think I'll pull in some of the pink. So I start around 3:30. I'll put it actually at 3. It's okay because I go late. So, and then let me see how my gold pen is going to work on this paper. Hopefully it should adhere. So I'm using a Sarasa clip in gold in a 0.5. So it's going to be a little bit chunky, but let's see how it shows up. Work. It's a little light, but I can still read it. And I'm double checking my schedule again. It is from 3:30 to 7:30. So okay, the gold's not showing up great. So I might, let me try this. I'm going to switch to black. Yeah, the black is better. Okay. I want it to stand out. I'm just going over it then. This is, you know, it's a process. And I'll actually write work also in black. Okay. So 3:30 to 7:30 there. And then Tuesday, I have work from 1:30 to 7:30. So I think there I will switch the sticker. And, oh, actually, I'd like to use either one of these flags or one of these hexagon pieces. I like the hexagon. That's not a sort of a common shape you see so much. So I'm going to grab the green one. And I'll put it down here at like between 1 to 2. And then I can write, actually here's where I could go gold because it's on the white paper now. So work, and that's 1:30 to 7:30. Okay. Looking at the options. I want to add a little deco here because it goes really late. This one says, you're awesome, stretch often, unplug. Or I could pull in these ones. I could add a little floral piece. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I could add a floral. Oh, and I like this little little hummingbird here. It's on, I don't know if you can see it. It's on a very, it's a hummingbird with some flowers and a leaf, but it's a very light pink. I could add the big bouquet. What's on this other one sheet? The other sheet. And I could also work in this one with the gold leaf because that's just gorgeous. Actually, I think I will use this gold leaf. Okay, and these are on clear backing, so, and I'm gonna use the smiley face one. I'm happy to be working and making some positive impact, hopefully, in the world. So I'm gonna put this here, kind of, I think at an angle. And I'll put the little happy face, maybe right here. Okay. And then I also have work on Friday. So Friday, I am working from home, but I have 3 important meetings that day. So I might just use, one meeting I definitely have to highlight, and the others I could use something small. Those are more standard meetings, but let me see. Okay, so I might use something small here. Oh, maybe the flag. Maybe I can use one of the flags. The really important one is at 1 o'clock on Friday. So I think I'll use, I think I'll go green. So I'm gonna use this green little flag. 1 o'clock, because it's right at 1 to 2, which is, it's a 1-hour meeting, but it's super important that day. And then I have a meeting at 11. So let me use maybe this more darker color pink at 11. So 11 to 12. And then right after the really important meeting, I have another meeting. And I'll use the orange from 2 to 3. So it's, it'll be totally fine, but just busy. Okay. So here, and I'll do the gold, I guess. So this is 11, actually, let me do this. 11 to 12. And then this is 1, I'm just gonna put 1 o'clock. I know it's a 1-hour meeting. And then this is from 2 to 3. All right. And then my friend and I were thinking of getting together on Saturday or Friday night. I don't know which, so I'm going to leave it blank for now. But then I do want to add, my habit tracker. So, let me see. Okay, so I know this kit came with 4 habit trackers here at the bottom. And I think I'm gonna track. The reason why I'm pausing is that I have another journal now I'm using as my health and wellness journal. And so normally I used to track my language studies, my hydration, my walking, and my reading. Those were my 4 definites. And then on occasion I would add skincare. Now I'm tracking my hydration, how much water I drink in my health and wellness journal. So I don't need to double track it, in 2 different journals. It's kind of redundant. So I might just track my language studies, which maybe I'll use the darker green. Language studies, walking, then I'll use the salmony color. And actually walking I'm tracking in the other journal. This is where my brain has to start making the switch. Or I could just track 2. I could track language studies and reading. So I'll track those 2. And I track reading also in the monthly, but it's fine. I like to track stuff, and it, makes you have a sense of accomplishment. So I think I'll put them, though not super far down. I think I'll go, in case I add another 4, maybe like here-ish, somewhere in here. Actually, I want to put the light one first. Maybe around the 8 o'clock hour. Okay, so there's one habit. And I'll leave a little white space. And then here's the second habit. I think that one didn't go down super straight. Okay, so I'm going to track language studies and reading. So let's do language studies here. And reading here. Okay, that's how it's kind of looking so far. And I do want to see if I can add some deco. So it's not like a super busy week. I want to ease into that new year, I have this deco, this one. Pulling out my options here. I think there's one more sheet. This one's got a little bit of deco. And obviously I'm going to use this kit during the week, so I know it looks like maybe a little bit sparse right now, but by the end of the week it won't look so sparse. Actually, I'm going to add, I think this one of these with the read a book. Seems very appropriate. I think I'll add one. I think they're both, this one's a little smaller, so I might add the little smaller one. Maybe, oh, it just smudged. Okay, that's, okay, no problem, but, so this, the Sarasa clip doesn't, I think it's because of the paper. It doesn't work so well. The only other thing I can do is put a blotting page. Let me grab one of those just to blot it a little. Hopefully it won't keep smudging. I'll remember when I close the book to add that blotting sheet. So I was thinking to put the read a book. Could put it down at the bottom here. It feels a little out of place. I want to make like either a, I want to add more, so I have to kind of think that part through. Okay, I might play around with that in the, like later in the week. yeah, so I think I'll stop there for now. And as you can see, I know it's very sparse, but you know, you have to start somewhere. And then, like I said, definitely I will add to the week and it'll get filled in. So I'm not worried about that at all. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining me on today's plan with me. I'm wishing you a fantastic first week in January. And whatever you're doing today, I hope it's restful and rejuvenating as we head into the new week. All right, thank you so much. Please leave a like, share this video, or comment. I will always respond to comments, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.